What are you sending me, collective? A message for someone in the collective. What are you sending me? Spirit, angels, a message for someone in my collective. Always for our highest will and our highest good. Stuff's already coming out here. Okay. Like really, really definitively coming out as well. So, okay. The cards are literally flying out of the deck. Overall energy. Okay. Let's look at this for just a minute, okay? So the overall energy we're showing is the Wheel of Fortune. Awesome, awesome overall energy. The Wheel of Fortune is overall, someone's about to have a huge turning point, okay? A huge turning point in your life, and it's for the better, okay? With that Wheel of Fortune. There also could be an element of something being destined or fated, okay? So for this reading, with the Ace of Swords showing up first in the reverse. Now, this can be either confusion, this could be a lie, but also when you see the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it could also mean inner clarity. Like somebody rethinking of an idea. What they thought was the truth. They've done some tossing and turning. Hence the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like somebody thought they were very clear on something. But whatever this something was, they have a new perspective. Okay? With this new perspective, with the Eight of Cups showing up, the new perspective had to do with somebody running away from emotions. Running away from emotions. See all these cups? This person's just walking away and looking at the moon in fear. Like, I feel like somebody was very afraid of their emotions. Okay? So I feel like that's the inner clarity. What they thought they knew the truth about, they were just avoiding facing the truth, okay? Until they did. Okay? Now, with this King of Wands and Knight of Wands action, this is somebody who is very, very prepared to take action. Okay, King of Wands is motivated, inspired. Now, this is like a sense of longing, okay? This person is very, very, what's the word? Absolute, sure of the driving force inside of them. But even though they're very sure in the King of Wands energy, here they are, kind of sitting off on the sidelines, okay? With all this inspiration, with all this motivation, but still kind of sitting with it or standing with it, okay? So I feel like somebody's like breaking out. They're literally breaking out. I think they're breaking through the fear. They're facing the truth. They're facing their feelings. They're very sure. But even though it would appear that they would be taking action with the King of Wands, because the Nine of Wands is showing up here, there's still that hesitation. There's still that looking on from afar, even though they're sure. So I'm a bit curious to see about these cards. Let's continue on with the flow of energy. Knight of Pentacles. This is still no movement. Knight of Pentacles, just standing still, okay? No motion, still watching, longing from afar, but nonetheless, loyal, patient. which is interesting because King of Wands isn't patient. They're impulsive. So I feel like we're dealing with somebody here who has two sets of impulses. One, they want to jump and act because they're so sure. On the other hand, the fear side keeps them sort of waiting, watching, okay? But this person is very clear that they're operating in both of these energies. They're very well aware, okay? I feel like before, with the Ace of Swords showing up in the reverse, they weren't aware of this, but they are now. Okay, they're very aware that they've avoided their feelings, that they're sure, but that fear is sometimes, even still to this point, something that inhibits them or gives them pause, okay, no matter how sure they are. Yeah, look at this. 2 of Wands in the reverse. This is no movement. So this person is truly battling their fear. They're fearful of not leaning in to what their emotions are telling them, but they're also fearful of leaning into what their emotions are telling them. They have a fear of not leaning into them, and they have a fear of leaning into them. So this is like, I feel like this person is highly conflicted. Like, that's the energy of these cards. Highly conflicted. Judgment in the reverse. This is a no decision. Fear. Deliberation. Somebody's like in limbo. But they're aware. There is an awareness, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. There is an awareness. Okay? But look at this. We're ending the spread with the Chariot. This is quick movement. And it's right underneath the King of Wands. So with the overall energy being Wheel of Fortune, I would venture to say this person is going to pick up momentum. They are going to supersede this fear. They're going to. And they're going to just go guns blazing. Like, they're determined. Okay? So the wheel is going to turn in this person's favor. They're going to decide to, instead of having that wheel just kind of stopped, that wheel is going to start to turn and turn and turn and turn quicker, 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 quicker. Like this person, this reading is about this person allowing their passion to outweigh the fear. They're going to lead with that. There it is. They're going to lead with that. Their passion is going to be the driving force. Their passion. It's going to supersede that fear. And by the looks of it, it's a good thing for this person. Okay? This is a turning point for this person. This is a lesson. This is growth. Okay? This is something that they were not aware of for the longest of times, but they're finally aware. So it's huge growth. It's huge progress. It was meant to happen for this person at this time. Divine timing. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? Interesting reading. And I felt the need to read this very slow. And it came to me very slow, which isn't typical. I mean, you guys have seen my readings. I'm usually feeling the energy pretty quickly, and it's bing, 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 boom, you know. This one seemed very... This is this person's energy. Slow to get to this point. And that's why I felt the need to choose my words carefully, to take my time in understanding this person. Anything else? I'll just keep reading till it shuts me off. There it is. That's taking action. Ace of Swords. Coming in quick with communication. Yeah. All right. I'm proud of you. Tower moment. I told you this is big for you. This is a defining moment for this person in their life. They've never done anything like this. I'm telling you, this is growth for this person. This is learning. This is opening them up in a whole new way. It's so enlightening and so powerful. Thanks, guys.